just like the general said, and just like Mr. Dell said, I am a graduate of this very fine institution, just like I hope that you all will be at some point in the future. I'm 30 years late from the person I was when I sat in the pews at your city. And I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it, because when you're coming back to speak to folks, you really want to always consider the audience you're talking to. I'm used to talking to professional attorney advisors, folks who are in government management. I'll share a little bit about my background. But just taking a moment just to kind of drink this in a little bit, because to me this is such a fine pleasure to be able to speak to you all today. Because I don't do this often, I have to refer to my notes. And so I beg your indulgence as I try to keep myself in order. First, let me introduce myself. My name is LeRoy Weeks. I'm a graduate of Randolph-Macon in the year 1988. I was the Corps Commander that year. I'm from the Bronx, New York. That's where my family's from. My brother, Steve Weeks, son who's since passed, was also here with me as a student. After graduating from RMA, I went on to the Civil College down in South Carolina. I think Mike knows something about it. Mike Stark knows something about it. After there, I got a master's in business administration at the Citadel. I went on to get a master's in human resources at Mercy College of New York, and a second master's in public administration at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, the Police of Investigation and Inspector. And then subsequently after that, I did make it to law school. Went through 3 years of night law school before I had to college place, because the decision that in front of me at that time in my life was, did I really want to be an attorney? Did I want to be a father? I had one child already, and one mom. So I didn't finish law school. But as you guys are going to discover, there's many ironies in life. While I'm a law school dropout, I happen to work in the federal government as a deputy director of the National Case Assistance Center. So what's that? The National Case Assistance Center is a component under Social Security where I have nothing but attorney advisors, who graduate law school lawyers, who write cases for administrative law judges from around the nation. I have some 300 attorney advisors working for me, so at all levels, people who do the job, supervisors, and junior supervisors. So I have a CAD. If I look at my chain of command, I sit at the second. I'm the second one in charge, but I have three squadron commanders, I would call it that, and then about 16, 17 flight commanders. I'm trying to put that in the stats. So like I said, it's 30 years out since I graduated, and this last week when I knew that the date was coming up, I was like, how do I tailor a message to fit the moment? I've not been a student for 30 years. How do I tailor a moment to speak to folks? And then it occurred to me, because I've been trading email with Ms. Rizal, that I got to get out of my head. I got to stop overthinking. That's what lawyers do, right? Overthinking with the analysis. I got out of my head. I looked at his email closely, and I started to kind of tailor a message that really spoke to what he really wanted me to say. So I'm going to just share some of the points that I'd like to cover in the way you put it. So you asked me to cover responsibility to those I know, opportunity, leaders who influenced me while I was at RMA, delegation and accountability, and maybe an aha moment of something that happened that was unexpected, that somehow still stays with me. Well, there are many of those aha moments, but I'm going to get to those a little later. So again, in a little outline, I'll just say, and just before I came here, I wrote this email, I was kind of letting you know that I had to really think about this a little bit, because while I do speak to my component and my leadership, it's really kind of almost a bare knuckles thing. Here's your reputation, your job kind of dependent. But here, you guys are at the very beginning of your careers as leaders, as citizens, and possibly future lawyers yourself, congressmen. Maybe I'm talking to the president. I don't know. I hope so. But you guys are about to embark on a journey that's going to you're going to learn lessons now that will follow you for the rest of your life. And so I'm going to take Mr. Excel's list that he gave me a little out of order because I think I want to make it flow in such a way that it makes sense. Because as you are students now, you'll be teachers later. And so there's an evolution that's happening. We all go through it. You're going through it now. The person you are now, today, will be different than the person that graduates and walks across the stage next year. If you're going to be a senior next year, I assure you, the person who you are now will be different than the person who enters into this as well as its gates next year. All right, so opportunity to lead. Now, I mentioned I was from the Bronx, New York. Now, I got to take it back a little bit. Bronx, New York, and New York City in general, back in the mid-'80s, was in something of an epidemic. It was a crisis, drugs and all sorts of things, gangs and all sorts of things. My parents, who from the Brickman, they were like, oh, we're not going to do that. We're not going to allow for our kids to be in such an environment. They knew then that the environment matters. The environment that your kids grow up in counted. What you subjected them to, what you gave them, were the things that will help carry them through. And so they decided to send me to military school. Actually, Randolph-Macon was my second military academy. I actually went to school down the road called Augusta Military Academy. It was right near Waynesboro. Fort Defiance. It had closed mid-year, and RMA was the school that opened up its doors and allowed us to come in. Some 70 of us came up to this academy. Now, that military school was a little stricter in that, we kind of gave you a little bit more rigorous training, if you want to call it that. But this school had the academic side that I didn't get there, so I was more than happy to come. But I guess the point I'm trying to drive at is that there's a difference in terms of the environment you are here to enjoy right now as a student than that your counterparts are enjoying in the civilian schools. You guys are getting lessons in leadership, aerospace science, that will set you apart from those who don't get this. It might not be evident now, but I assure you, I'll still notice that when you start having discussions, when you start looking at the news, if you take what you do now seriously, you're going to be able to explore and understand things more better as you progress. Military school difference is just that. You guys are held to a higher standard. The expectations for you are higher. And if you meet those expectations, as you leave this hill, you'll be better for it. So, along with the military school difference that I think I enjoy, I think you'll enjoy a global perspective, a better global perspective. You see things, you should be able to see things on a higher scale. The general just mentioned something that kind of stole my thunder a little bit, but he's talking about leadership in a way that I actually deal with my attorney advisors in school. But there's certain characteristics of leadership that I like to cover. The characteristics that I find that are most impressive, most important to me are, well, the first one is strong communication. Communication is something that I think we say, but I think is often misunderstood. Sometimes people think saying these lofty words and high rhetoric is communication. Actually, that's not. It's talking to somebody in such a way that they understand exactly what you're saying and there's no distortion. It's using simple language to convey a thought that hopefully provokes action to get the job done. So, good communication. Start trying to develop that. Passion and commitment. Passion and commitment to the mission. If you use those two things, I think enthusiasm. Be happy about what you're doing. Be happy about the job that you're in. That leads through in terms of how you do the job. If you're a squadron commander, the more at peace you are with what you're doing, the more guidance you can give to your flight commanders. The corps commander there, the more at peace you are with your job, the more you can give your deputies and squadron commanders your support. And that flows through. Now, talking about stuff that worked for him. Well, think about this. When you're feeling good, don't you feel better? Don't you do a little better? I mean, that's only a question you can answer, but the truth of the matter is when you enjoy what you do your best at it. Positivity. Well, here's one. There are going to be things that happen during the school year, during life, that are going to challenge you. Things don't always shake out like they should sometimes. And sometimes things do not come out fair. Now you have a choice. You can respond to it by cursing and doing all manner of things to just act out. Or you can simply accept that, okay, that didn't go my way. But what can I learn from this moment? What can I glean? What sort of thing that I can pick up from this moment that can take me forward? As you graduate from this academy and go to other academies, and Southeast here, you guys are looking for high dollar marks. Good on you. But you're going to be challenged there as well. It's not going to be easy. Like having gone to Cisco, Mike Starling back there can talk about his view of my experience. There are things that happen in college that it can set you back, but the only thing that gets you by is being positive, remaining in a positive state of mind. That truly is the only way that you're going to overcome those things that sometimes get you in life. I think about leadership that I think that sometimes gets missed, but I think you have the opportunity to grow here, is being innovative. To look at things as they are, and not so much ask why. Ask why not. Let's try something new. Let's try to do things a little different to maybe get a better result. I'm not saying break rules. I'm not saying that. I am saying do things that help you amplify your results by doing things better. And only you can actually come up with that. If you take the time and think it through, my guess is that, sometimes you can get back to one idea that helps you get over the hump. And I think the most important thing, and again, I got to reference to General's intro, is collaboration. Nobody does it by themselves. I don't care how good you are. I can't emphasize this. Nobody can be successful by themselves. There's always a team beside, behind any endeavor, any great endeavor. If you look through history, I can guarantee you there was a team that was supporting that endeavor. As leaders, we have to support one another. As leadership, you have to support one another if the whole thing is to work. If you don't support one another, then there's a breakdown in communication. When there's a breakdown in communication, then there's a breakdown in being able to guide and motivate your troops. Now, so those are characteristics of leadership that I think are important, but if you start learning that now, the important thing is that as you graduate and you go into the larger world, you can actually be a better participant in the new units that you get into. When you graduate from here, you start again. You start as a freshman, you start as a leader, you start as something else at the lowest rung. But if you take these leadership lessons in properly, the interesting thing is that you will see what the leader's trying to do, and in your way, you support what they're trying to do. And when the leader sees that their reports are supporting their efforts, you set yourself apart in a very positive way. So I encourage you to try to stick to these leadership characteristics and really try to work with one another so that you can learn how to be a great follower, and then subsequently, again, take leadership roles in whatever endeavor you do in your life. All right, so responsibility to those you lead. I don't know if any of you have heard of that term, servant leadership. Servant leadership. In my mind, what servant leadership means is that as a leader, as somebody who's in front and in charge, the people you care about the most are the people you lead. And so, in any way you can, you want to take the time to get to know your folks, collectively and individually. This is military school, so what's going to be one of the challenges? What's going to be one of the first challenges you probably will face? Students that have not been, who've never lived away from home the first time. That's going to be a challenge. I mean, I'm sure all of you, to some extent, have experienced that. So think about that. How are you going to reach that kid who's away from home for the first time? And how are you going to influence them to slowly assimilate, make friends here, and participate actively in this wonderful program that you're in? I remember when I did, but that's 30 years ago, and those were my classes. You guys are here now. I think you have your own choices to make, and I think each of you has your own individual style of trying to reach people to get them to get involved. That's a challenge that you have to do and have to make. But taking care of your troops is job one of the leaders. Make sure they're fed. If there's a child, you're the last one getting the child. Making sure they're taken care of is the leader. Making sure that they're being taken care of is a leader's charge. Seeing to their needs first is also another part of that. Making sure that your folks have everything that they need to be able to accomplish the mission is also important. Ultimately, any mission, any endeavor you undertake has to be with, okay, first you set the expectation, and then you make sure that they have things that they can borrow or use to make the mission happen. So ultimately, you want to make sure that folks have what they need to get what they have, get what they need. Now, as a deputy director in the Social Security Administration, I can tell you something that flows from all that, is that when people feel that you care for them, they tend to do a lot more for you as a leader. I'll say it again, when people feel that you care about their well-being, care about their needs, they tend to rise up and do much more for you. Why? Because you care. If you care about your folks, they will show their care back to you by performing the way you like them to. Treat them fairly. They'll respond by performing the way you would like them to. And all you have to do is ask. You don't have to bark orders. Guys, we got to do this. They'll take care of it. All right. All right. Delegation and accountability. I'm sure everybody's heard that phrase. Teamwork makes the dream work. I mentioned it before. No one can do it all alone. Delegating authority means you hold your direct reports accountable to what their mission is, what their duty is. I shared with Ms. Riddell, and I'll share some of the things that we talked about when we had dinner. So last year, Mr. Riddell asked me to have dinner with him to talk about a few things, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I turned in my homework assignments. I don't know what this is about. And we met, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I just bought a house, I don't know if money is the thing that we're going to, can't do that either. But he mentioned that he wanted me to come back and speak to the cabinet. I was flattered. I said, sure. But then I started thinking, well, what can I share with them that I currently do? Now, as a deputy director, I mentioned I'm here. I have unit managers that are equivalent to squadron commanders, and I have subordinate supervisors equivalent to flight commanders. Some 240 attorneys under them. When I see a thing going wrong, or if I see an attorney advisor get out of sorts, I don't necessarily check the attorney advisor. I don't necessarily run in and scream it down. What I do is I come in and I'll call the unit manager and I'll say, here's what I saw. Can you account for this? And usually it's no, I'm just finding out about it now. And what I'll ask is, can you look into this and let me know what you decide? And that's just that's a subtle way of saying, please take care of it. When I was Corps Commander here, and this I think Mr. Riddell got a kick out of, I said, I never yelled. But rare was it that I stood in front and saw the whole core here. Where was it? It wasn't the thing that I wanted. And back then, I thought it wasn't really my job to admonish anybody other than to say to my deputies and my squadron commanders what happened. Those are the folks that got the heat from me most times. I did get upset, but it was with them because it was their job to take care of their units. If something was breaking loose on the second squadron first flight, I was on the second squadron commander and said, well, what are you doing? Please take care of this. Because he has to account to me why he's not taking care of that issue. He's got to take care of it. And in turn, he's got to turn to his flight commander and basically say the same thing. What are you doing? And hold the flight commander accountable. And it trickles down from there, all the way down to your own. That's how a chain of command works. It's not that the top comes racing in to say something. It's that everybody in the line of chain of command has a piece of the pie and has to account for their actions. Everybody who goes rank is not without some sort of blame if something's going south. Everybody who has stripes on their shoulders has to account. You're part of the same team. You have to support one another. All right, so we're talking about the focus of the first line. I want to kind of go through this list because it's kind of what I say whenever I have new supervisors on board. But I'll go through here. What are you really doing? Two things really, managing performance and conduct. So speaking of the conduct, or speaking about performance, you're assigning work or assigning duties, assigning tasks, basic element, you're delegating some responsibilities. You're setting expectations, and this is a key one. When you're a leader, you've got to set expectations for your troops. If it's to win the parade, if it's to win the parade, if it's to win the passion of unity, you've got to set that expectation for your folks. After setting expectations, you've got to train them. You've got to give them the opportunity to perform. You've got to give them all the tools that they will need to be successful. If you do that, the interesting thing is that once you set the expectation, they have all the things that they need to perform. And if you treated them right, chances are they're going to perform just fine. They're going to do their part. Your part as a leader at that point is to monitor progress and give feedback as needed to give them the proper things that they will need to continue to grow. And of course, at the end of all that, it's just following through and following up on that. You know, as a former student here, it's my pleasure to come and speak to you. But I have to take a moment to talk about folks that did influence you. That was another piece of what Mr. Zell asked me to say and do. And so doing, I thought to myself, and this was this week, I'm sitting here in the middle of staff meetings, I got to figure out what I'm going to say, find the words. And it suddenly dawned on me. I said, you know, it doesn't have, I don't have to go searching for things that make me feel the way I feel about this place. And so I'm going to point to a few folks that still are here, that if you take advantage of their wisdom and leadership, it'll serve you well. Now, I did build this out, but I'm weaving off of it because the memories coming in, I can't help but share it. Mr. Rizal asked me a couple of things about my time here, and as I started thinking about it, I really didn't remember some of the faculty folks that really guided me and influenced me in my journey in the academy. One of those things that I let him know was through my whole time in the academy, he asked me what was my favorite job. What was the favorite position I had while I was here? I said that was easy. And now one would think, oh, it's corps commander. It wasn't. It was being the drummer. It was being the drummer that I enjoyed that job more than I did the corps commander. Because the corps commander job and any senior leadership job is harder because you're held to account. That's the person. Colonel Frederick, the president of my day, Colonel News, the commandant of my day, routinely came at me when they had a problem with something going on in the Corps and looked at me like, what are you doing? Those are company discussions. I didn't care for those. But that was part of leadership, so I accepted it. But the job that I really loved was being in front of the band, doing the drumming. Now, so Mr. Richards was arguably the person who set me on the path that I ended up going on when I was here at RMA. Because he took a chance on the kid who I did not know how to play an instrument. Here's the thing. Again, I really like this doesn't stop. I did not know how to play an instrument, but at the time, each unit had a guy in front of it. That included the band, so I would march right next to the drummer. During that year, I saw what he did. I felt the rhythm, and I figured this out. And so when I asked Mr. Richards if I could try out to be the drummer, to my surprise, he said, yeah. I met the technical rule of being in the band, so he said, yeah. That summer, I went home, I picked up a broomstick, I twirled it, trained like a madman. Came back, we had auditions, there was about 5 of us to try it out. I got the #1 spot, I became a drummer. So that was his chance on me. Subsequently, after that, really through him, I was able to elevate. And so what I guess I credit him with is a willingness to try and his innovation. Because he sees opportunities like me, and he saw then opportunities to do things that I thought helped me grow. I think arguably it's helped the band grow, and I think maybe in large portion helped the school grow. But with that band and the drill teams being out there representing as ambassadors, you can't help but pick up notice from other people that may encourage them to send their children. So I credit Mr. Richards as one of the people that brought you who I am today. Another gentleman who brought me, another gentleman who really helped cement the foundation of who I became, sitting right here with us today, Sergeant LeRoy. When I was a student and I had my background, because I think as you're going through your teenage years, you face those days where things are just not, you just don't think life is fair. This man would pull me over, and he wouldn't lecture me, but he would talk to me. He would talk to me, he would actually make me feel better about what happened, and help me see the good side of what outcomes could possibly happen. So, Sergeant LeRoy, thank you. I just want to make sure you heard me say that. You're one of the reasons why I'm here today. Patience and persistence, mastery of self-control. That man right there. But you know the funny thing is, that's who gave it to me. Yesterday at work, and this is again as I'm unwilling here. Just yesterday, I'm sitting there thinking about, okay, I'm going to recognize Sergeant Weller and Mr. Richards. But I said, let me take this opportunity to go to the faculty to see who's still here. From my days, there's only a few. But in reading and kind of skimming and scanning the faculty members that are here now, the depth of knowledge you guys can drink from these people that are on your faculty staff now is quite impressive. I mean, really impressive. I mean, I think I might have had 5 or 6 Mr. Llewellyn in my group if I were here now. You have such an impressive staff. I mean, he's still here, so the benefit is that you're getting good and you can even get great because there's so many people here that you can pull from if you allow yourself a chance. Your faculty members are your advisors, and if you really take a moment to build their knowledge, their skills, their education, their experience, and that's good stuff. Mr. Rizal, and I didn't tell you I would say this, but he's the reason why I love to learn. I learned how I learned through Mr. Rizal. You know, in high school, I wouldn't call myself the best. Perhaps. But through his guidance and through his input, I think I read a book once a week now. I mean, I drink deeply from a lot of books, and I think just learning how to learn, like, more specifically learning how I learn, helped me become a person that is interested in things, people, and certain things, so I can apply myself. And I invite you all, and you're still here, so, you know, if you can, take a moment. I mentioned a couple of folks. I'll mention a couple of folks in honorary mention because these people also had great importance in my life. The late Colonel Weeks, he was a combat member for many years, died just a few years ago. Tragically, we lost him, I think, all too soon. But he was an impressive figure. I think through him, you know, I learned how to become a mature young man. I think I learned how to really accept the world as it is and make sure I apply my best self to that world. Things aren't perfect, but you can strive to. That's him. That's why I get it. You know, I get my sense of leadership as well. And if I'm thinking, as I was thinking about Colonel, there's another individual that goes back to my 8th grade year, right? And he was here for my 9th grade year too. His name is Colonel Herman, and he taught me grace and presence. I mean, it's a warfare, and you see in action, but to look at this man and his boy and his way he carried himself and how he treated us, you just really get a gentleness of his soul. All right, so I mean, this result said that I went a little longer, so I apologize. I tried to set the reservation, so there it goes back. I will share with you how and I kind of alluded to it before when I was with So Mr. Richards, like I said, he was one for everyone. And so the big Super Bowl moment of our year, of my time, was the Apple Blossom Parades. And so this particular year, this is my first year as a drum major, I was in 10th grade. He sends a contingent of the band to the military band festival. Now, this particular year, he sends me as well to the drumming clinic at that band festival. And so I learned how to do a couple of different moves with the wings and such. And I brought up, when we came back, he told me, we're going to teach the band these new moves, we're going to direct the band this way, and that's it. Of course, what did I say? Yes, sir. As we're practicing for the parades, I think something caught a hold of him, and he thought he liked what he saw. He didn't tell me, he just said the band sounds good. Well, that's cool. At the time, I'm thinking the band does sound good. That's great. We're going to win these parades. And that was the big thing. The band and drill teams had to win, not just the firefighters parade, but the big one the following day. So the firefighters parade, we go up there, we march, we do our thing. So I forget how long it was, 2 miles. But we march, we do our thing. And I felt great. As we were doing, past we were doing stand, I said, oh, that felt good. I could see the Corps commander. I mean, step one, the band, everything's just clicking just right. Get home, get back to the hill here, chill out for the Friday night. As I'm laying in my bed, and as I'm laying in the top bunk the day after Saturday morning, Mr. Richards didn't have a tendency to come up to our floor. At the time, we were the top floor of Sonner Hall. He didn't have a tendency to come up there. He let Colonel Leith and the leadership just handle what was happening on the drum, just what was in the band. Much to my surprise, I hear Mr. Richards coming to my room. Now, I'm the drum major, and this can't be a good thing if the band director is coming to the drum major's room after the day after the parade. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, this is not going to work out. So he comes in, and he says, you want to hear how the band did yesterday? Sure. We won. Well, that's good news. How did your drill team do? Well, they won too. That's good news. And you got second. And, well, how did we win and I got second? And then he said, well, you understand. You got second. And the band won. And I'm still trying to process this and think, well, what does that mean? the guy who preceded me in the drumming job place. What's that? He said, you got second, and you placed the drum in your own category. Well, sorry, sir. Didn't know what to say. But when he finished the thing, but by saying that I didn't tell you I entered you into the competition because I didn't want you to be nervous. But your category is not restricted to all the military. Your category was to every drummer marching. So I think there was some 70+ drummers marching after the second. And that up until that time, that was the first of this academy. I kind of wish he didn't tell me until the weekend after, but I seized up. The day after, I seized up on the ground in the big break. I kind of seized up, I ended up at fourth on the big break. But it was a moment that was like, oh, I didn't know people were looking, I didn't know people watched, and I didn't think I was being judged in my own category. Well, the fact of the matter is that we're all being judged all the time. The way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you wear your clothes. It may not be fair, but you are always being judged. And so, as you assume these leadership roles, know that your troops are looking at you. Know that they are going to be elevated. And know that you're having an influence on them. So, I guess the last thing I'll leave is a couple of takeaways. Things that you should think about on your own. While you're here, I mean, learn, grow, and enjoy the moment. I mean, this time truly will come in. I mean, I'm still kind of pinching myself that I'm actually here. The last time I walked across this stage 30 years ago, I'm here talking to folks who are maybe 14, 16, 17 years away from being here. That's, in my mind, my head is still exploding, but I'm glad to do it because if there's any one thing that I can do to help influence you guys to do better, not just collectively, but individually as individuals, I just wish that you take a moment and enjoy this moment while you're here. You have great people surrounding you, and it matters that you give them your best and your attention. Now that you're here, we've all here. You know, you've heard that phrase, carpe diem, seize the day. I say seize every day from here on out. It's your time, it's your life, and you are blessed to be here. Your parents are proud of you. The faculty is proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I just got a chance to meet you. You guys are going to be leading a core of students coming up here to be guided and influenced by you. I wish you luck. I wish you all the success. And I'll be back at homecoming to see how you guys do. Have I always wanted to be corporate manager? I guess that there was a yes there. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Age is going to be so coming in this. Yes, I did always want to be corporate manager, and the reason why I asked to be drum major was because I thought that a place of visibility, again, thinking about when people watch you can't help but gain attention. That first drumming was something that was kind of one of those things where I was not in contention for the core commander spot until after that first year of being a drum major. It was because my profile had risen so much, as I recall. So what we used to do, back when school had a roadway that went around Sonnet Hall, we had these pastor reviews. And so when parents day, we would do these pastor reviews. And after that first year of being a drum major, anytime we go back to the band room and we put our equipment down and I walk back up, all these parents would come up to me and start saying, hey, you're great, nothing but parents. And they made me feel like I was a celebrity when I wasn't, I was just a student. But the fact of the matter is that it raised my profile so much that people started whispering to me. So that's when I started getting hungry. So yeah, I think, so that 10th grade year is when I started thinking, why not? And so, and luckily, I think I had the profile, I had the reputation, and the leadership skills that gave me that.
What was the hardest part about being corporate manager?
Hardest part about being corporate manager? You know, I quote about these leadership principles about holding people accountable. I can speak about it now because I'm near 50 years old. I have these 10 years of experience of doing this with professionals, with attorneys, and having them come in the room, having these talks. This is new to you guys. This stuff of pulling somebody into a room and having a crucial conversation, this is new. So it was kind of scary for me, especially that first half year, to pull a squadron commander and pull his bigger around. I said, look, you have to stop. Just, and look at him in his eyes. You can't allow for this to happen. And so the hardest thing, at least for me, was assuming that role of leadership and really owning it. It's that moment where something broke loose, and it falls to me to have to talk with the leader. And my God, I'm not saying how to treat you. I'm not encouraging it. But you have to tell them. In law, it's called due process. You have to make sure somebody knows of the law before you can prosecute before the law. So you have to give them notice that you're upset. And that little notice it should be telling the government that A, you're upset, but B, they have to take some action. You could then at that point set some expectations by saying this. I say it that way, but please have this done by or whatever. But you now have to give some clear guidance to this person so that they know, should this happen again, that's where the accountability comes in. I told you once, you didn't hear, I told you twice. And that's tough because as a board commander, folks I wrote was never an airman, it was my commander, exactly. And those folks they have their own movement, so you try to do this interesting walk. But here's the place that you learn. This is really a leadership laboratory, right? You guys have an opportunity to learn how it's done. And if you fail, guess what? You get to try it again. You get to learn how to do that. Because the better you get these lessons here, I assure you, you get out to the real world where you're now dealing with professionals. You can have this conversation. So through those moments that I had with them, it's not proper for you to call this senior attorney. She has 14 months to talk. Sit down, let's close the door. Let's get out. I don't like to embarrass folks. But I do like to have a nice, clear, unvarnished, no distortion in communication that is wrong. Please fix it. So as I follow up, it's been fixed. 9 out of 10 times that's what happens. It's been fixed. The 10th time, you don't count it. No longer will it go. Anything else? Never one way. Never one way. Everybody's different, right? Everybody's different. What I've come to know now, that I didn't know as much then, was that when you're talking to folks, communication is an interesting thing. I could have a group discussion, and all of you just heard the same message. But if I were to pull any two of you aside, I'd ask you a couple questions and amplify my answers. I'd amplify my answer to the responses through whatever questions you asked them. Just make sure you got exactly what I was getting at, so that I could then, in my head, know they're now on the same page. Kids coming to school for the first time, being away from home, everybody's different. Some need a friend to talk to, some need an outlet. So if you're feeling bad, get in this room. But the bottom line is you have to talk. You have to get to know them a little bit. You got to get to know who they are, what are their likes, what are their dislikes. And then try to give them the small things. It doesn't have to happen. Give them the small things that they need so that they can gradually integrate and assimilate into the culture. When people see a benefit to what you're trying to do, I mean, obviously, they're looking to you as a model. If you're a model student, that helps. But helping them see the benefits of what they're gaining by being here is, I think, the best way to start. But it starts with conversation. It starts with talking to them and maybe trying to understand where they're coming from, what are the things that bother them, and then slowly walking through it. It might be pairing them with others that have similar experiences. They can share, they can become friends with, and talk it out. I mean, That's the beautiful thing about maybe finding a mentor or somebody who assist you. In my day, we had this big brother, little brother program. So every new cadet that came in was paired with an old kid. So my person who was the people actually, who were my little brothers at the time, are still my Facebook friends. But we help them similarly. And sooner than later, once they're here for a while, then they see the positive things that happen and they make their friends. They don't need to do much. So, I mean, it takes time. I think arguably the first few months are the biggest challenge. But that's the way I work. Anything else? Okay, well, congratulations. Congratulations.
What was the biggest challenge or obstacle you overcame in terms of
I have to say it was the first few grades doing it. Back then I had this terrible stage fright. Just didn't like people looking at me like, I know this makes no sense. Apply for a job, get the job that's in front of me, and they will stay there, right? No sense. I think my biggest fear was dropping the thing. You know, it makes it a funny thing. At the time I had these, so what, again, I had to cite some research. When we first started, I had these white gloves that were very soft and cotton. So very slippery, you know, pick up something, it's very easy for things to slip out of your hands. Now, during the course of the year, he actually tried to evolve the glove. So at that point, it was just white gloves. And I was so terrified of doing the thing. My spine was going down the drugs. I dropped it so many times before practice. And so the parents, they come up and go, I'm not doing anything funky, just down with it. He later gave me these white gloves with bottles that was rubberized. They were rubber. I think my fear abated when I felt that I could hold on to them. So it was at that point I was able to do those sort of moves that allowed me to, I think, for lack of a better word, I was able to do things with a little bit more control. But I guess the biggest fear was, and at Bruce moment, trying to do so many things, you don't want to lose the beat or get out of step. So that was it. But good luck, both of you, good luck. Finding a way, I told you that's my favorite job. You got good luck. Any other questions?
I got a question.
Of course, you got
So, a big time in their lives, leadership responsibilities growing up, they're all going to read their leadership responsibilities, roles. You spoke about having the confidence to approach peers and fellow classmates. What helped you jump the fence where you could believe you can lead and influence your peers but not lose friends?
That's good. That's tough, but I'll tell you, there's always a risk of turning somebody off to telling them what to do. And they regret it. That's always a risk. But the sign of maturity is that you can be held accountable for what you do, but still appreciate something. So when I tell my training advisors now, and this is something that I learned today, is that if I'm looking at a situation, I can truly appreciate who the person is. I can say, I love you, I love you, I love what you do, I love how you do. But I can also hold them accountable for the performance, what happened, the performance. So appreciating from somebody for who they are and holding them accountable for what actually happened, two different things. I think, I told one of my unit managers, I think you are arguably the smartest attorney that I have on staff. Great, the people, your way of speaking is great, you present well, your arguments are tight. I have a problem with the way this supervisor is doing their business, and I need for you to take action. And I don't like that you're not taking action. So, what have I done? I've appreciated who they are, hopefully maintaining the friendship, but I'm pointing out to them that their friendship for them to take action. If they have a piece of work, if they have responsibility, and assume leadership in the role, in the board, or the role that they are in, they have to own what they're responsible for. So, in my time, I mean, it was hard. There was some people that did not talk before for a couple of months. But with maturity of time, things, people come around, especially if they understand it. You know, it didn't come from a place of balance. It came from a place of just trying to be responsible for what you're trying to do. I'm the corporate manager of I can't let you not be aware of it. So please don't put me in that spot. If you respect me as a friend, I'm going to have you call me out. And so that friendship thing goes two ways. And I hope that gets it. Thank you. Anything else? It wasn't. Thank you so much.
All right, I will turn it back over to Colonel Lee.
Thank you, sir.